All right, it's Sunday, and this is going to be my quick weekend update. I'm going to focus most of this update on my zero DTE challenge experiment that I just finished up this last week. Some of my other trades, like my money glitch trades and my big boy trades, other two core trades which I do, I haven't really done much this first week, but I'm planning to dive into those this coming week. So we'll see more about that, and I'll include videos throughout the week and the updates on those starting this week. But let's go back to this zero DTE thing. So on Thursday was the last final day on this. I took 20 days, a month of trading, which there's 20 trading days in the month. So I took 20 days and just did this zero DTE strategy every single day, and just recorded each entire trading session. This is with real money in my real trading account. So again, I just recorded the entire trading session and logged all the results. And this is where we wound up. On Thursday, we had the opportunity to do another double dip trade, which you can see there's a couple in here. And you know, when I was getting ready to post the video on YouTube, I was trying to think of a kind of like a clever, whimsical thumbnail to make. And I remembered back, if all you boomers remember this, remember the old, was it Spearmint Gum commercial? Double your pleasure, double your fun, where they always had like twins or like beautiful girls. And I thought, hey, let's do a spin on that. So I started looking for some images, or I started to create some images in that Midjourney AI program that's so cool. And first off, I went this route. Then I started thinking, you know, let's get real here. Come on, let's mix things up a little bit. So I grabbed these two, and you know, I sat there and I thought about which one I should use, and I got to tell you, I'm inclined to go with these two. That's where I'm putting my money. I mean, they look like they could be a lot of fun, actually. I mean, I could get them in a boxing ring with them and like have them beat the crap out of me, throw me around, sit on me, give me a wedgie, atomic wedgie. Hey, did you ever hear that story? I just ran across this like a couple months back about this guy. This is a true story. A guy who killed his stepfather or some relative of his with an atomic wedgie. I thought it was a joke, but if you look it up here, let's check it out and see. So it's atomic wedgie. Oh, there it is. Atomic wedgie death. Check this out. This is crazy. The victim, Denver Lee St. Clair, 58. Oh, he was young. He couldn't handle those atomic wedgies. Died after he was strangled by the elastic band of his own blue underwear. Why would they say blue underwear? That's kind of weird to include. The band had been pulled over his head from behind. The cloth had ripped away from the band as the underwear was yanked. So this must be the guy. This must be the guy who did it. This is the atomic wedgie giver. That's too bad. Oh my God, look, so here he is. The man who killed stepdad with atomic wedgie gets 30 years. So what are you in for? Atomic wedgie. What the heck? Anyway, that's going to be this week's What the Fudge moment of the week. Anyway, I'll leave a link to that in the description below. That's some good Sunday afternoon reading. But so let's get back to this zero DTE thing. So I finished up the challenge this last week. We took an entire month, or a trading month, 20 days, and we just put this trade on every morning. And here are the results. And you can go back to my YouTube channel too. Let me just go there real quick. So if you go to my YouTube channel, just look for, you can see they're all listed here, all the trades. Some days we made multiple trades in the same day, but there was at least one trade made every day. And you can, this little icon here on the left where it says zero DTE trading strategy, you can see that throughout this list of videos. You'll see videos with that icon there, that little logo, zero DTE trading strategy in the upper left hand corner. So those are all of the zero D trades, and these are in their full duration. And I mean, it doesn't make for exciting watching, I'll admit, but I thought it'd be great to just include the entire trading session tick by tick, just to show you the entire process of each trade that was made, how it moved around throughout the trade, how quick it reached profit. And you can just check those out, and you can just like fast forward. YouTube has that little thing at the bottom of each YouTube video where you can choose a different speed. You can fast forward through them, or you can just skip to the end and just kind of see the final results. So anyway, so these videos, all these zero DTE, they go back here. Each session is recorded, and you can check those out if you like. But here's like the quick version of it. Then my Excel sheet, my fancy Excel sheet. You can see all my incredible Excel skills. I don't know Excel at all. I just do what I can to get by here. But so here we go, and this was a trade that we just used a minimal amount of money. We started the project off. Let me just back up for a second. So I don't trade 0-day options usually. I kind of got in. I tried to get into them a couple years back, but it was just too stressful, and the risk I didn't like, and it's not where I would put the bulk of my money. Absolutely, I kind of see them as more like a risky trade, and just to kind of play with for fun, and like with speculative money that I wouldn't care if I lost it. But a lot of folks have been asking me about 0D options, 0D DTE options lately. And so there have been a couple of different programs and services that I've been kind of like eyeing throughout all this time, even though I haven't been trading them. I'm just kind of curious about them. And so I thought, hey, this might be a great, when I heard all the feedback from my list, I thought this might be a great opportunity to create like a video project for some content here on my YouTube channel, where I'll risk say $500 of my own money that I'm not afraid to lose, and just take one of the services, actually take all of them, but we'll do one by one. Take the first service, go through the week, day by day, trade it just as the system exists, and see what happens. Log everything and record all the videos. So that's what this is. And again, I'm not like advocating zero DTE options. Well, I'm not sure now, actually, after this experience, but in a particular way, I would never risk like a lot of money on them. Because the time frame is just so short, and the gamma gets really crazy at the end, and that's a good way to lose money quickly if you don't know what you're doing or if you're trading the wrong system. But so the idea for this project was just to take $500 real dollars of my own money and trade the system for a month and just log the whole thing and see where we go. And so here's the results. So you can see we start on 12.6, and this is the win column. This is the lose column. This is the total amount at risk for each trade. The most we ever risked for one trade was 420. Just the way that it's set up. You can see in the videos how they're set up. But that was the most that was ever at risk, $420. Here's the time and trade. So you can see these are, they take about an hour. Like if I had to average everything out, I would guess it's about an hour a trade. And then some of these, there's a time stop with this particular strategy that I utilized, where where the time stop rule is if you haven't reached your profit target or your loss exit point by 1 hour in the trade, there's an optional exit where you can just exit wherever it's at, or you can maybe just wait a little bit and like go an hour and a half. There's an optional hour exit, but it's not like an absolute. If you want to just take the trade all day, you could just sit there all day with it and see what happens, but I wasn't up for that. So you can see here, these are the times where I stopped out with time, and most of these are winners, I think. This is a time stop here where we just closed at 35. The profit target on all these was $50, risking no more than 420. So that's like around 12%. And so you can see the time stop. This was a winner time stop, but it was less than the 50. It was 35. This one was a loser at 40. This one was a winner. This one, here's a scratch. We had one scratch in there where we didn't make or lose any money. Here's another time stop. And then here's another full loss. So there were two full loss. So the rules on it were the profit target was $50. So once we hit $50, we get out, and the stop limit was at 2 times our profit target. So that's $100. And so you can see in this one, I overshot it a little bit, just kind of poor management on my part. So we lost 125 on that one, and the other one we lost 90. So I was kind of under the 100. So that kind of almost evens out. But what's interesting is that there was only 2 trades throughout the entire experiment that hit the full exit point, the $100. Right around here, right around the middle, because while these trades are on and I'm recording these, I'm just kind of sitting there watching the screen. I'm also doing another trade at the same time, day trading strategy, kind of off to the side. But right in here, just watching these charts kind of tick by tick every day as I was doing this, I noticed something going on with the charts that kind of like gave me an idea of a potential way to maybe milk more out of these trades. And so I started to try that, and it worked. And that's just the idea of going twice or going as many times as we can if the signal allows for it. So in this part of the experiment, I started to do that. You can see there's multiple double dip days, and we even had a triple dip day. So on this day, here's the regular trade. This is the normal morning trade, made $50. Then there was a double dip opportunity, we made another $50. And then there was a triple dip opportunity, which made another $50. So that's a really cool thing that I just kind of like stumbled across just by watching the charts. But anyway, so this is the whole point of this video, is just to kind of do a final stick a fork in it wrap up for that challenge. I'm going to continue to trade this, and I'm building a list of folks who want to learn this. So if that includes you, reach out to me, just email me back and let me know. I'll continue to trade this, and I think I'll go ahead and try to continue recording them as well. I'm curious as to see how this is going to work in January. So the bulk of this was a December time period, and there's like 2 weeks in there that's kind of kind of like weird market. It's like Christmas market, which is not really, well, you could argue that Christmas weeks in there are different from a regular trade market. So I'm just kind of curious as to see how this will go going into January, or more of a quote unquote normal trading market, not a Christmas market, because this is really impressive. I mean, the results on this is, as you can see, the results are overall we made $975. Again, that's on 420 risk, and the losses were 270. So we made 975, we lost 270, and when you tally that out, it's $705 on a risk of no more than 420. So if we just pull up the calculator, we can say we made $705 in 20 days, divided by the total that was at risk on any trade, which was 420 bucks, 420, and then that comes out to 167% in 20 days. So that's like in less than a month, or a one trading month, which is ridiculous. I mean, that's phenomenal. So I'm curious to see if it's going to hold up. So I'm going to continue these first couple weeks here just to see how it acts in more of a normal market, if we get more of a normal market. But the whole key with this thing too, when I started off, was that my original idea was to just risk $500 or up to $500. The most I ever risked was 420. But risk up to $500 of my own money that I'm willing to lose. It would not be great. I'd be sad, and my wife would probably kill me if she knew I was doing this. But I mean, $500. I'm just willing to risk $500 just to try this experiment out. So if it works out, the part of the experiment was how long would it take for me to be able to generate profits in the amount of the total risk. So how long would it take me to generate profits from trading the strategy? It tallies up to 420. So I could take my own personal money off the table, and I could just start trading with house money, just with the stock market money. How long would that take? I didn't think it would take this short of a period of time, but as you can see, we have right here this $705. That's all stock market money. That's all money that's generated from this strategy over the last month. So I'm pulling my money off the table. I have no more personal risk. There's no personal money that I can lose at this point, because I've made $705 from the strategy, and I'm just going to go forward trading from there using that money. 705, my house money, and then scale it. Try to see if I can scale it from there. So this has turned out to be a really cool project, and I'm really curious and excited to see what's going to happen. Maybe January will come in here, and as we start to trade through January, everything will go to hell, and that would suck. But it's not my money that I'm losing, so I'm not afraid to lose the money. It's like money that was generated by the market. But you can see with $705, I'm almost able to double to put two contracts on instead of the one. So these were all just one contract trades, and the most that was at risk was 420. So if I wanted to go to two contracts, I would need to have based on these numbers, I needed to have $840 to risk. And so we're not quite there yet, but we're not far off either. $705. I mean, a couple more winning trades in a row could put us over that $840 mark, where I could start to scale and go to two contracts, and then just continue to go from there, scaling up and up and up and up. So that's the weekend recap for this week, and it's all just basically with it all has to do with this zero DTE project, which has turned out to be really eye-opening for me and impressive. So I'm going to continue this, and if you're interested in learning more about this trade, just go ahead and reach out to me. Just email me, or any of my trades that I'm doing. The Vince trade, which is the day trading strategy that we're doing, and my money glitch and my big boy trades. So if you're interested in learning more about any of those, just go ahead and reach out to me. Just email me directly, or probably the easiest way is just to go to my website. I'll leave a link to my website in the description below. So go over there, sign up for my free email newsletter. As soon as you sign up for that, you'll get a welcome email back from me, and just reply back to that welcome email and just say, hey, what's up? And then let me know what you're interested in following or learning more about. So that's it for this weekend. We have a great week coming up, and we'll see you tomorrow.